Welcome to Hi-Fi and Stage Dives, a SoCan licensed podcast coming to you weekly from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Each week, I talk about a song that's been stuck in your head at one point or another, or stuff you've never heard before. Welcome to this musical journey.
Can't stand right here.
What's up and welcome back to Hi-Fi and Stage Dives. We are listening to Mr. MF motherfucking Doom. I found MF Doom through... I've been listening... Unknowingly, I've been listening to MF Doom for a very long time. A lot of you might have been listening to MF Doom for a very long time yourselves and not knowing it. He has done so many collabs. He's made so many beats and so many songs and produced so much stuff for people. It's freaking ridiculous. So I really started getting into MF Doom when I really started getting back into rap because of Spotify. The thing with MF Doom was I love chill beats. I also love the lo-fi hip-hop part of it all because there's something about it that it's not that the crickles and the cracks and it sounds like an LP or anything like that. I just like what's coming out of it. It's a lot like this, like MF Doom. It's got that nice, chill, fat beat, a wicked rhythm. It's something it comes back to. It's just something you can sit back, listen to, and just chill to. And I think that's like the biggest thing for me with music is like when music can make you chill out as well as make you crazy. That is the best thing about music. Personally, for me, that's how I feel about music, and I love the fact that it's like that. So let's get into it. MF Doom, his real name, Daniel Dumile. I'm glad because it's phonetically spelled for me. They were very nice in doing that. So thank you very much, whoever does MF Doom's media stuff. It's very much appreciated. He was born in January 9th, 1971. He is British-born, U.S.-based hip-hop recording artist. I will touch on that a little later, too, because there's some weird shit that happened to him. And recorded and produced from Long Island, New York, so that's that you can feel that East Coast flavor in there for sure. Best known for his supervillain stage persona, unique lyrics. MF, I'm not just going to say his last name. I'm just going to call him MF the whole time, or MF Doom, or whatever, because I don't want to fuck up his name. So MF had taken on several stage names in his career, most notably for MF Doom, obviously, and it was spelt different ways. Like the MF was M.F. and then Doom. So I say several collaborative projects. He's been in a lot more of like Danger Mouse, Ghostface Killah, JJ Doom. It goes on and on and on. So Caesar Face, like Metal Face. It's so good. There's that whole J Dilla feel too. Like that's what I love about it. He has been jammed in genres of hip hop, hop alternative, hip hop jazz, rap experimental, hip hop instrumental, hip hop lo-fi, and hip hop. Like that's that lo-fi thing I was talking about just a couple seconds ago. I love the chill. Like I could just sit there and just listen to MF Doom's instrumentals. Like, it's so good. I watched that thing from Vox, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it was Vox. On how he opened a lot of doors and windows for people when it came to rapping because they were stuck in trying to stay within the bars and they didn't know exactly how to get past or melt in the bars to flow. And he was one of those guys that helped get the bars to melt together instead of staying stuck inside this. I love what they don't. Right here. Mashed potatoes, applesauce. Who else does that? So the bars, he melted the bars together with what he was saying. It was really cool. He formed the group KMD in 1988 with his younger brother DJ Subrock as Zev Love X, and that's where it all started. And another MC called Rodan. When Rodan left the group, Zev found another MC, Onyx, the British Stone Kid, to replace Rodan. The AR rep for AR Records. Dante Ross learned of KMD through the hip-hop group Third Base and signed the group to Elektra Records. So as Dumile and KMD recording debut came on the Third Base's song, The Gas Face, from the Cactus album, followed by in 91 with the KMD's album Mr. Hood. In 93, just before releasing of the second KMD album, Black Bastard, Sub Rock was struck by a car and killed while attempting to cross the expressway. I looked into it and there's nothing really else about it. It's a bad fucking car accident. Got run over by a car. And then they were dropped from Elektra Records that same week. Like a slap in the face, you know what I'm saying? Before the release of the album, it was shelved due to controversial cover art. So MF has always been one of those guys that was willing to push it, say it how it is. And the cover art on this album was the stereotypical Pickaninny and Sambo character being hanged from the gallows. Now, if you don't know what those are old racist, and they say stereotypical, those drawings they're really dark and they had the big pink lips, and it was fucking horrible. I don't understand how they had cartoons like that, and that's how they depicted in movies. It was fucking sick. Ignorance to the whole situation. That's just how it was. Just like when they did Asian movies, it would be white characters with big buck teeth, and they would make their eyes look squinty. It was fucking stupid. But yeah, that's why it just got shelved, and they couldn't take the heat coming from MF. This is basically all that happened. After the death of his brother, MF treated from the hip-hop scene from 94 to 97. This is crazy. Living damn near homeless, walking the streets of Manhattan, sleeping on benches. In late 1990, he left New York City to settle in Atlanta. In an interview, MF said he was recovering from his wounds and swearing revenge against the industry that badly deformed him. He's come back as the villain. You know when the villain in the movie gets wrong and he's like, fuck it, and he takes out the world and tries to take out the world? That's what he's doing. He's doing that anti-hero thing. I think that's why I like MF so much too. He's got that anti-hero feel, and I have a giant Dr. Doom sitting in front of me thanks to my homie Alec on my other podcast. I love the bad guys for some reason. It's just how it is. It's people like heroes, I like the anti-heroes, and that's just how I roll, I guess. I don't know. Black Bastards had to become bootlegged at the time, leading to Doom's rise in the underground hip-hop scene. He became one of those guys that just, it's like, oh, yo, you got the MF Doom fucking album? They're like, no. He's like, yo, I got a copy of it. And they would dub it. And that's how he went around, and that's how he got around, but he was good at what he did. So that's just how it happened. That underground selling out of the back of a fucking car. Not even selling out of the back of a car, it was just fucking dubbed and pirated and pirated and pirated. So in 97, MF began freestyling incognito at open mic events at the Yorkins Poet Cafe in Manhattan, obscuring his face by putting women's stockings, so pantyhose, over his head. So like, you know, those bad movies where they go to rob a store and they put mom's pantyhose on their face? Well, that's what he was doing. He meanwhile had taken over the new identity of MF Doom, patented after wearing the mask similar to that of the Marvel Comics supervillain Dr. Doom, and is very, very close. There's a reason why it switches up after. Depicted rapping on the cover of the 1990 album Operation Doomsday. The album, in an early incarnation, would have been called the Super MF Villains, according to an interview published in 98 by the hip-hop music cultural magazine Ego Trip. Later, the version of the mask would be based on a prop mask obtained from the film Gladiator, and that's pretty dope. He wore the mask while performing and isn't photographed without it, except for very short glimpses in videos, such as Victor Vaughn's Mr. Clean, and then in earlier photos of KMD. I just saw haven't watched it, I saved it, but there was like Grimes Rap in the UK. That's why I love MF. He puts in these crazy like samples of movies and TV shows. It's great. And there's a guy that wears a mask very similar to MF's, and I even thought it was MF for a second, but then I realized it was a younger kid and he was super skinny and he had dreadlocks. Not MF Doom. He is actually hiding from like gangs and stuff, which is kind of nuts. So, but I love the fact that he took that whole MF thing and ran with it. It's totally rad. And he always wears it, even when he's out in public. Like, it's the only time he doesn't do it, so no one knows who he is. The only time he doesn't do it is like when he's safe, basically. Releasing 3 singles on the Bobito Garcia Fondulum Records, Dead Bent, Greenbacks, and the MIC. In 99, Fondulum released MF's first full-length LP, Operations Doomsday, which included the singles and their B-sides and additional tracks. What's cool about his, he's got like instrumental stuff, and it's instrumentals of his stuff that he used and stuff that he didn't use, and I truly believe that it definitely influenced the rap industry for making music, because he's just good at it. Among the collaborators on these tracks were following members of the MIC, the name of the this is where MIC came from, Monster Island Caesar Collective, the MIC, for which each artist took on the persona of a monster from Godzilla, my favorite badass, Dumele went as the alias King Ghidorah, a three-headed golden dragon space monster modeled after King Ghidorah, the Toho movie monster, who was a three-headed dragon and often battled Godzilla. So if you don't know what I'm talking about with Godzilla and the three-headed dragon, go check it out. There's some awesome cheesiness with it. New Godzilla trailer. I'm so stoked on it. They're all there. It's crazy. I wonder if there's going to be a Ultraman. It'd be cool if Ultraman made anything. Anyways. Some of his appearances on the LP are as and are credited to his persona in not MF Doom, but as King Ghidorah. That's when, like, later on he would change the names of MF Doom, or the way it's spelt. So it was M.F Doom, and then he just said fuck it, and then just MF Doom, capital letters. So MF has produced all the instrumentation tracks for his solo releases, with very few expectations, beginning in 2001 under the Metal Fingers moniker. He also realized his Special Herb instrument series. Many of these beats can be heard as instrumental tracks throughout his bodies of work. A separate website catalogs for which tracks each instrument has been used. I think that's totally rad that he went and did that. That was like when Trent Reznor said, you know what, here's all my tracks, go make some music. Remix, do what you want to do with it and stuff like that. I think that's totally dope like that. In 2003, Doom released the King Ghidorah album, Take Me to Your Leader. Ghidorah is credited as producer, but only appears as an MC on 4 tracks. The majority of the vocal tracks featuring guest MCs, and the album featuring several instrumental montages of sample vocals from old movies and TV shows, a technique employed on most of Dumele's albums. I think it's awesome. When I first started like really listening to MF, and I'm like, not just the songs, like I got like one of his records. I was like, and I got a good deal on it too. So as soon as I put it in, I'm listening to it, and it's like boom, the music stops, and it's like a sample of an old TV show, and it's perfect. Like it's perfect. I love the way he did it, and I think it's fucking great. Later in 2003, Doom released an LP, Vow DeVille Villains, under the moniker Victor Von Doom. Another play on Dr. Doom, whose real name is Victor Von Doom. In 2004, he released a follow-up LP under the Victor Von moniker, Venomous Villains. I love that, Venomous Villains. It's a great name. Venomous Villains. I'm gonna keep that one. I might actually use it as a thing. Anyways, later in 2004, the second MF Doom album, Food, was released by Minnesota-based label Rhymesayers Entertainment. Doom's first commercial breakthrough came in 2004 with an album, Mad Villainy. Jesus, look at some tongue twisters today. Created with the producer Madlib under the group name Mad Villain, released by Stone's Throw Records. The album was super critical and a commercial success. MF Doom was seen by mainstream audiences for the first time, as Mad Villain received publicity and acclaims in his publications, such as Rolling Stones, The Washington Post, New York Times, and The New Yorker. Those are all huge things to be fucking featured in or just even named in. In early 2010, he released the Gazillion Ear EP. So Gazillion, like Gazillionaire, but it's Gazillion Ear, on Lex, which included the Tom York remix and 2 remixes by Gennaro Jarl. A further remix by Mad Villains featured a voicemail message from Kanye West, was released online. Kanye. The release of the Gazillion Ear EP coincided with Doom's first ever live performance outside North America on the 5th of March 2010. Lex and Sonar presented the first Doom show in London at the Roundhouse in Camden, with more to follow. These shows include the Lex 10th anniversary show at the Roundhouse, Ghostface Killah, Wu-Tang Clan, and Gennaro. They performed in Europe with the Gorillaz, and support for Portishead, and performance with Nero at Festival 2012. Okay, guys, listen. I am tongue twisting myself. I don't know. I'm just having an off day. It's rainy. Like, we just had like this heat snap for like a whole week, and it was hot and it was nice. And then boom, we got hit with this fucking forest fire that's in another province beside us. We got all this smoke, and then all of a sudden it started raining for 2 days. So now I'm all twisted up, and I can't get my shit straight. It's like, what the F is going on here? And I got some other things coming up. Like I mentioned, this Wednesday coming up, I got some shit going down. Hopefully it ends well for me, because that'll be fucking bonus. If not, I'm going to have to redo a whole bunch of shit, and who knows what's going to happen. So I might as well touch on it now then, I guess. I got to go to court for some stuff. Nothing illegal. It's just some driving shit that I got fucked over on. So that may change a lot of things. Hopefully not. I'll let you guys know next week what may change, what may not change, because it'll give me a whole week to figure stuff out. But yeah, well, there might be some major changes. There might not be. Well, I gotta play it by ear, and we'll see how it goes. So that's why I'm a little weird right now. That's why I'm in a weird spot, trying to stay chill. So I'm listening to a lot of chill music. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, to keep moving on, upon completing his European tour, Doom was refused entry into the United States. Regarding the case, he had stated that there's a lot of legalities and that he was done with the U.S. Like, he legitimately just fucking stayed in the U.K. and he began recording with his fellow artists Lex and Nero under the moniker JJ Doom. You notice how he's got JJ Doom? So like J. Jonah Jameson. Get what I'm saying there? Spider-Man. February 2013, Ghostface Killah revealed that he and Doom were in the process of choosing tracks for a collaborative album. In August 2013, Doom appeared on his Captain Murphy track Between Villains from the Adult Swim Singles program as his alter ego, Victor Vaughn. Now, I did a little bit of extra research because I was like, what is this Adult Swim Singles program thing? So I went and looked at it. Adult Swim Singles program in 2003 is a series of free downloads of single releases in which the Cartoon Network franchise Adult Swim released a song from a different artist every Monday from June 10, 2013 to September 16, 2013, which is pretty cool. On September 16, 2013, the bonus track Long Pinky by Beautiful Lou was released, as well as an option to download all the singles as in that one album. I was not aware of that. Like, that's really cool. And I like Adult Swim. Adult Swim's got a lot of really cool stuff on it, like Metalocalypse, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, a bunch of other stuff. Like, just crazy. Like, it's great. Adult Swim's great. That was the thing. And then Doom collaborated with Flying Lotus on November 2014 on the track Maskwatch, which appeared on Flylo FM's radio station for the reissue of Grand Theft Auto 5 in December 14th. Totally cool. Ghostface Killah announced that his and Doom's long-announced collaborative album Swift and Changeable would be released 2015. The date would later be changed to February 2016, although it has not been released. There's a lot of weird shit that goes on with, like, the Wu-Tang Clan. And then MF is a different dude too. He went through some shit. Obviously, he went through some shit. He started from the bottom and went somewhere. Started from the bottom and went somewhere. So, and then Doom was featured on Avalanche's single Frankie Sinatra in 2016. 2017, Doom released a track under the Danger Doom alias entitled Mad Nice, with features from Black Thoughts and Vinnie Price. August 2017, a compilation album, The Missing Notebook Rhymes, was announced, consisting of music from the upcoming projects, as well as a song from other artists that he featured on. Each track would have been released digitally on Adult Swim's website per week over the course of 15 weeks. However, on the 27th of September, this arrangement was canceled. In February 2018, present day, Mr. MF Doom, Scissorface released Nocturnal Death, first single from their collab album, Scissorface meets Metalface. Metalface, love it. No, the album was released on March 30th, 2018. So I'll touch on two things here. I'll touch about his son first, which is fucking pretty nuts. Dumele's son, King Malachi Ezekiel Dumele, was born on the 22nd of February 2003 and died on the 18th of December 2017. Kid was only 14. I tried to find out some stuff on it, and it didn't really say what was going on, so I just kind of left it alone, and unfortunately, that's what happened. So much love and respect to that, MF Doom. Moving on to some more positivity and stuff like that. So MF, he's a crazy showman, and he used to do some crazy stuff. So he used to have stand-ins. So... and they would go and perform on his behalf, and he claimed that he had lost weight and thus looked and sounded different. Before his road manager admitted to the use of imposters, it was an intentional choice by MF. At one show, an imposter Doom was booed off stage before being replaced by the real artist. In an interview with The New Yorker, MF said that he is both the writer and director, and that he might send a white dude next, adding, "Whoever plays my character plays my character." That's that right there. Totally rad. I'm like, just fucking, I'll go up there. Fuck it. I'll be the white guy that goes up there and just fucking, I'll lip sync that shit. Oh, it would be great. So yeah, I watched a documentary on, I want to say it was on Fox. It came up on Facebook and stuff like that of MF and how he revolutionized stuff. And I highly suggest you go check it out. I love MF. Like I said, MF Doom makes some really wicked beats that are chill, and they make me, they put a right mindset, I guess, sometimes when I need to be. It kind of gives me a reset on some stuff. Can be a very angry person at times. I just talked about this before, but that's just how I am, an angry person sometimes. So like I said, I don't get sad, I don't get angry. I know that's another version of whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm only human. I can only do so much. I'm going to touch on this. Recently in the news, homie stole a plane and he crashed it. It's all on like the whole conversation that he had with air traffic controls online. You can go listen to and stuff. That brings me to, yo, man, if you need help, ask for help, please. I know sometimes life gets so fucking hard that there's nothing else you can do or you don't think you can do and you just want to give up. Don't give up. It's there. The help is there. A local radio station even said, you know what? If you need to call us, we'll answer. I thought that was totally awesome. The DJ at the time that was doing it, he's a new guy, but you can tell he's genuine about it. So like I said, if you guys need help, ask. If you see somebody that needs help, say something. We'll go from there because, guys, if you don't, you won't be able to listen to music anymore. You won't be able to go to concerts. You won't be able to see your loved ones. You won't be able to do any of that stuff. Just because the pain ends for you doesn't mean it ends for your family and your friends, because it's just starting. Think on that. On that note, let's leave it positive. Thank you for listening. It means a lot to me. And like I said, I'll let you know what happens in the next week on how this might all unravel or how it's all going to play out. I don't know yet. I also got some other stuff that I might be doing, so I don't know exactly how it's going to be working. Next week, I'll break it all down. I'll have it all down. I'll let you guys know what my plans are moving forward in the future. Hi-Fi and Stage Dives is not going anywhere. I'm going to keep doing this. I made my mind up on that. No matter what, it just might not be as frequent. So be it if that happens. We'll see. Stay positive. We'll see how it goes. So thank you for listening, like always. And keep listening to music because it makes life that much better. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you again for listening to Hi-Fi and Stage Dives. It means the world to me. I'm glad you could come on this journey with me, and we'll keep doing it every week. Subscribe, rate and review, all that good stuff, and keep listening to music because it only makes life better. And we'll see you on the flip side. Stay rad.